the Dead Sea Mud Mask, you want to use about a dime size amount. I like to use a little spatula. You can either apply this directly to the skin, first by putting it in your hands, or if you have more blemishes or cystic acne that may be painful, you can also dispense it on a small plate and then apply it with a fan brush. And then I was going to show both ways on both sides of my skin. So once you have your amount that you're dispensed on, I suggest that you wet or dampen the skin. You can use it with filtered water, or you can use our Intense Hydration Facial Mist. Those are really great options. Get a little bit of the product on your hand. Go ahead and wet and move it. You want to add just a thin, even layer onto the skin. If you have more acne or if you have any painful blemishes, this is also a great one that you can apply with a facial brush. You want to apply the product in a really thin consistency and upward-outward motions all over the skin. You can also use this as a spot treatment as well. So if you only have a few blemishes and a couple spots, just kind of put it on there where it may be at. Or it can be used anywhere on the face. Just want to be sure that you don't get it too far into the eye area. Our eye skin is really delicate. Those that have aging concerns on their throat or on their décolleté, you don't have to skip it out. The dime size amount is great if you're going to use this mask just on your face, but you can increase it to using about a quarter size amount. I have it like here on this little plate. And for those of you that are concerned with fine lines or wrinkles and aging on the throat and neck area, jawline, and décolleté, you can use this mask in all of those areas as well. It's going to increase the stimulation and circulation to the skin, so it may bring some mild redness or erythema. All right, so then once you have it applied to the skin, again, you want to apply it in a very thin application in upward-outward motions, and then allow the mask to dry or set. It should take about 5 to 10 minutes. And then you and I have a break until it actually starts to dry, unless you want to have me keep talking. When it starts to dry, it will start getting lighter in color, won't be as dark. It normally takes 5 to 10 minutes for the mask to completely finish drying. Don't leave the mask on any longer than the 10 minutes though, or it can start pulling out additional oils from the skin, and we don't want to increase any oil production. We just want to help maintain and balance your skin. All right, so once the mask is all dry, you can see I applied it too thick there. That's okay. But it's dry everywhere else on the skin. You're just going to take a facial pad or some type of facial washcloth. And I like to re-moisten and re-wet the mask. That way there's less tugging and pulling when you remove it, and then it wipes off much more cleanly. This mask also offers a gentle exfoliation while you're applying it and while you're removing it, because it has that stony, kind of slightly gritty feel to it. And then you can see in the areas that the mask is at, there'll be what's called mild erythema, or some redness, some pinkiness to the skin. And that's from that increase of circulation, that increase of blood flow to the skin. When you're removing your mask, I recommend just removing it in upward and outward motions. Rule of thumb, we never really want to pull down or drag on the skin. We want to always make sure that we're encouraging it to remain youthful and upright. And that's it. So some of the common concerns that people will have with the Dead Sea Mud Mask is that it feels really thick and it's difficult to apply. The skin should be moist or damp prior to applying it, and that will help thin out the mask and make it easier to apply in upward-outward motions in a thin, even layer across the skin. Another common objective that we get for the Dead Sea Mud Mask is that it dries out. So in between uses of using the mask, we suggest making sure that the lid is on correctly and the lid is tight. and to reduce its air exposure so it will stay fresh and ready to apply. In case your Dead Sea mud mask does dry, it's okay. There's no need to fear. You can add just a little bit of filtered water or mist it a few times with our intense hydration facial mist to revive the mask. Some people will say that the mask is a little overstimulating. The Dead Sea mud mask is overstimulating and feels a little tingly. That's completely normal. There's a lot of minerals and magnesium and salt in the Dead Sea mud mask, and that's increasing the circulation to the skin very quickly, which may be uncomfortable for some people. Our Dead Sea mud mask has a really deep, earthy, and mud aroma to it. There also contains tea tree essential oil and lavender essential oil, so you may pick up on some floral notes as well as some of more of astringent notes to it.